Randall, the ultimate Northwest Mariners fan from Alaska. I watch all my Mariners games on Root Sports with DirecTV. Go Mariners!
Andy, we echo that sentiment. Go Mariners. I love those ultimate Northwest fans. All right, they also love...
I thought he was going to say go Dave.
Well, he will.
For the
keys. Look for keys of the game. You know what? We edited that one out. We did two versions, and that we kept that one.
That's right. Key number one, it was home sweet home. The Mariner offense really struggled in that last series down there in Oakland. He had plenty of opportunities, but were unable to come up with the big hit. Let's hope that a little home cooking here at Safeco Field is going to be the answer. Key number two, keep him off the bases. Mike Trout, the runaway favorite for Rookie of the Year honors, and maybe, just maybe, the MVP.
Maybe.
He's got 30 home runs, 40 stolen bases. He's the guy that makes the Angels go. You got to keep him off the bases and keep him away from the big bats of Albert, Torrey Hunter, and Trumbo. And key number three, and probably the most important key, be the king just one more time. The court is in session for the last time here at Safeco Field. Felix has struggled against the Angels 0-2 with an ERA over 5, but the Angels are still going to have to face the king here tonight. I think Felix is going to pitch with a little bit of energy here.
Yeah.
To be in there last time out this year, he's going to be capping off another tremendous season in a very young career by the king, and the M's are going to need that type of performance from Felix.
All right, a win tonight would be number 14 on the year. Michael Saunders playing a little quarterback. Those 14 wins would tie Jason Vargas for the team lead. All right, Mariners and Angels. The Angels need a sweep. Mariners, well, they don't want to see any celebrating here. More to get to here. Mariners baseball on Root Sports. Root Sports brought to you by Banner Bank. Better ideas, better banking. And by the Emerald Queen Casino, presenting the Queen of Country, the coal miner's daughter, Loretta Lynn, October 26th. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com. Beautiful night here in the Northwest, celebrating October, I guess start of October. Last series, last 3 games of the season. The wild card race, it's going to be exciting. The Angels in it, the Rays in it, the A's in it. Let's get up to the booth now as we get you set for Game 1. Mariners and Angels, and Dave Sims, Mike Flowers. It's going to be an interesting, closely watched last 3 days.
Got to have it, Brad, no question about it. And Mike Scioscia and the Angels have to win tonight. They have to win every game in this series to help their chances here to try to make the postseason. Mike, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, it should be, and I think right now as you take a look at the wild card standings and where the Angels are, they're down there 3 games back, and that's the reason why, just 3 games left. They have to win them all. I'm sure that Mike Scioscia right now isn't really looking forward to this one. I'd probably like to face anybody but Felix Hernandez tonight on a night when they have to win the ball game. I expect Felix to be really good. So this is what this time of the year is all about. And the Angels, you know, that slow start has finally caught up to them now here at the end of September.
Scioscia pointed that out. He said 22 blown saves this year compared to 10 for Texas. Here's your starters tonight. Lex's pitching matchup, C.J. Wilson and Felix Hernandez.
And for Felix Hernandez, again, the King, last start of the year for him. He's had an exceptional season. Again, ERA well under 3 for him. A lot of great numbers. You can go across the board with Felix. He'll be amongst the leaders in them. Looking for his 14th win on the season. Pitched much better in his last 2 outings, which is a good sign. And a good curveball for Felix, but I think he's going to want to finish strong. We'll see how long Eric Wedge leaves him out there tonight. But again, this is an important game to the Angels. Wedge has gone with a lot of his veterans in the lineup tonight, the ones that he has, to try to win this game.
Felix 0-2, 2 no decisions against these Angels. It would be great for him to finish out this 2012 campaign with a victory against a quality team like these Angels. As we continue, we get you closer to first pitch. It's going to be the Mariners and the Angels, the final 3 games of the 2012 campaign, with winds starting to blow in from center field. First pitch straight ahead. A gorgeous weather day here in Seattle on October 1st, and a glorious sunset to cap off this day. And tonight, the Mariners open up a 3-game series, the final series of the 2012 season. It's against the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, and everything on the line for the Angels when it comes to postseason play. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers with you. Mariner baseball on your television right now. Let's take a look at the batting order for the Angels against Felix Hernandez.
And it starts with Mike Trout. You can see the 320 average. Just second in the league. He also hit his 30th home run yesterday. Leads the league in stolen bases and runs scored. Having one of the best rookie seasons that we've ever seen. Then it's Hunter Pujols, Morales, Cayespo, Trumbo, Finally, he had been struggling to hit a home run the other day, so he's swinging better than his Kendrick, his Turris, and Iannetta, the catcher, hitting 9th. For Felix this year, looking for his 14th win on the season. Well over 200 innings pitched again, over 200 strikeouts. Just another great season for Felix Hernandez.
First pitch misses off the plate, ball 1. Tony Randazzo umpired home plate. Todd Titchener at first, Bob Davidson at second, and Brian Gorman at third. Hit well to the gap. Long run. That's not going to be caught out there by Saunders, and Trout can motor, and he'll shut it down with a double. Boy, what a start already. Angels have got to win this game. Baltimore's already checked in with a W. They checked out with a loss. Tampa Bay beat them. Tampa Bay very much in the thick of things, too. Here's some defensive looks for the Mariners.
And Trayvon Robinson starting in left field. Saunders in center. Gutierrez out again with the groin pull. Then it's Casper Wells in right. On the infield, same cast of characters. Ryan and Ackley playing up the middle. Doing the catching tonight, it'll be Miguel Olivo.
Wind at southeast at 4 tonight here. Felix Hernandez looking for his first victory this season against the Angels. Just like last week when we saw early Hackett.
Against Felix, I think the more veteran clubs that you're going to see, they're going to be aggressive with Felix. They don't want to fall behind. What a year for Torrey Hunter. Hitting .350 since the All-Star break. Hitting second in this lineup, has 16 home runs and 91 RBIs.
Trying to become the first big leaguer at 37 years old to hit it for his first 300 BA season. Like 55 years. Saw that stat this morning.
Well, at 313, and only 3 games to play, I think he has that locked up.
Got good numbers against Felix. 313 batting average, 20 for 64. Trout at second with his 26th double. And Torrey Hunter throwing on 3 pitches. And scored in session, 1 down.
And this looks like the good changeup from Felix. It is. Bottom falling out of it, and Torrey Hunter swinging over the top of that pitch. A big strikeout here in the first inning for Felix, not letting Trout advance to third.
Put your finger on why Felix 0-2, 2 no decisions with a big ERA against this team. I know it's a good hitting club. Obviously, they're number 2 in the league.
Well, they are, and I think the main thing is we see him coming out hacking early, but from what we've seen in the past when Felix hasn't been as particularly sharp, I think they've made him work, get his pitch count up. He's had to really work hard in some innings. I think the speed of the Angels has also bothered him a little bit at times.
Get him in the stretch.
Yeah.
Right. Here's Pujols. 1-0 pitch coming. That is tagged. Center field. Saunders watches it hit off the wall. Trout will ease home. Albert will get into second with an RBI double. That was an absolute missile. He'd hit a home run here, I think, the first time in back in May when he was struggling.
He homered in 3 straight days.
Right, he got well here, and he hit a shot like that into the pin. My goodness, you can't hit a ball much harder than that.
Yeah, it's not very often that the center fielder will just turn around and watch a ball hit off the top of the fence on a line. Saunders, no chance. You can see that back foot coming off of the ground. Just getting everything he has into that swing. Puts a dent in the wall out there.
50 doubles. Pujols, RBI number 105. Here's Kendrys Morales. Another guy, good numbers against Felix. 311, 14 for 45. A quick 1-0 lead for the Angels. All these games are gotta have them.
And take a look at this line drive of Pujols off the padding. Leaves a dent out there.
Calling card. Ground ball. Ackley takes care of it. Throws the smoke. Morales is gone. Down to second. The third, beg your pardon, is Albert Pujols. Impressive. That's why his slugging numbers are always so off the chart. Alberto Callaspo, third baseman. 1. Good breaking.
The Angels will not only have to win all 3 of their games, but they need some help down in Oakland, so they'll be watching the scoreboard, see what's going on. Mike Scioscia hoping his club can stay in it for another day. That's all they're trying to do right now.
He was so anxious. He hates not being in control of situations. And just so ticked off at the 22 blown saves and just the bad start.
It was a 7-14 start.
Yeah, really hurt.
Woo!
2-1. Pujols with that double. There's one double away from tying his career best, which is done twice 51 outside. 03 Cardinals 51 doubles and came back in 04 with the same number. Felix now 3-1 behind Callaspo. Callaspo got him for a pinch hit grand slam first trip in.
And Callaspo's been a hot hitter over his last 16 games, hitting at a .328 average, and Trumbo had been struggling. Picked it up a little bit in a recent series in Arlington, so maybe Felix with the right-handed batter waiting on deck, going to make his pitches, and if he loses them, first base is open.
Felix looking for his first win of the season against these Angels. This is his 30th start against the pitch. Walked in first and third for Trumbo. Trumbo comes up with a 7 for 25, 2-home run lifetime ledger against Felix. Mariners 6-10 against the Angels, 1-6 here at home, 5-4 down in Anaheim.
Trumbo's numbers on the year, .266 average. He really slumped badly in the second half, but he has 32 home runs on the year. Recent trip in Anaheim, he was having a tough time laying off the breaking ball in the dirt. Just wasn't seeing the ball well.
It's a breaking ball here. It's enough to get it into the outfield for a base hit and a run scored. 2-0 Angels. RBI number 95 for Trumbo.
First pitch swinging again, staying aggressive. We'll take a look at it. It is a first pitch breaking ball to Trumbo. On the outside corner, but up a little bit. Brendan Ryan playing over in the hole, expecting him to pull the ball. Had to get all the way back up the middle. Wasn't really that close to it.
Howie Kendrick, second baseman, 7th man to the plate, 2 runs in. For Tampa Bay, needing to win all its games, wins at home against Baltimore 5-3. Yankees won their game 10-2 against Boston at the stadium in New York. Cleveland got hammered by the White Sox. Cleveland 11-0.
And now in the American League East, New York a 1-game lead over Baltimore.
2 to play. Detroit 6-2 leading at Kansas City. So here's Felix now. I had Howie Kendrick 0-2. 2 outs. A vocal Kings Court, not quite as big as we've seen this year, but vocal nonetheless. Heck of a tradition started here in Seattle. 0-2 pitch. Hit hard, base hit. Here comes Callaspo. Here's the throw to the plate, way off line, gets by everybody. Felix wasn't backing up. Runners will move up a base. So Howie Kendrick picks up RBI number 65. So E7, base hit, E7 RBI.
Another base hit. Pitch in the middle of the plate. Trayvon's throw, you can see the tail on it, gets away, and as Dave mentioned, Felix wasn't backing up. Looked like he hit off the cut of the grass, took a weird hop. Felix in a lot of trouble here in the first inning.
So 3 runs in, 2 runners in scoring position, 2 outs. Brings up another pesky hitter. Maicer is Turris, Number 2 hitting team in the league, 3rd in runs, 2nd in hitting, 7th in doubles, 7th in home runs, and 3rd stolen base. Pretty good profile for the Angels.
Yeah, and again, Felix, we talked about them making him work and throwing a lot of pitches. 20 pitches here in the first inning for Hernandez. He's already given up 3 runs.
In that other category we always detail, walk, he scored.
Yeah.
8th man to the plate.
How about another big series, too? Texas playing down in Oakland. The Athletics just 2 games behind the Rangers.
They get more amazing by the day. I was away the last 2 days doing some football, so I go back and I'm reading and watching stuff. If they get behind, there's no big deal at all.
It's one of those things we've talked about, and you can put the Orioles in the same category, but some years just things. Ball bounces your way, you get the breaks, things happen, and you start believing that you're going to win, and that's what's happening down in Oakland.
Saunders has this one under control. Big first inning for the Angels. 23 pitches against Felix Hernandez. They get 3 runs on 4 hits and a Mariner error and leave 2. Mariners coming to bat. Right now against C.J. Wilson. Here's a look at the Mariner batting order.
And for manager Eric Wedge, leading things off, and it'll be Dustin Ackley. Ackley had yesterday's game off, back in the lineup today. Then it's Casper Wells, Seager, Montero, the DH hitting cleanup. Justin Smoke, see what he's done against C.J. Wilson, 294 average with a couple of home runs. Really been swinging the bat much better here. The end of September, now moving into October. Then it's Saunders, Olivo, Robinson, and Ryan to round out the 9 for the Mariners.
C.J. Wilson. Angels are 6-1 in his last 6 starts.
C.J. looking to go over 200 innings this year. 166 strikeouts to 86 walks, giving up 18 home runs. Really struggled against the Mariners down in Los Angeles. He's been struggling lately, and a big part of that has been his command. And you can bet with the Angels getting an early lead here, he'll be on a short leash tonight. Any struggles at all, I'm sure that Mike Social will get his bullpen up. They don't have time to let guys work things out for them having to win every game.
The hook is out and ready to roll. There's no patience, no tolerance, right?
Well, we saw that down in Los Angeles when he was struggling. Second, third inning, he started to get guys up in the pen. So I would suspect that at this point you can't be worrying about feelings. You have to win games.
The other thing, too, is we saw last week, and from talking to people around the American League, great stuff, but nibble, nibble, nibble. Go after people. So let's see what the Mariners can do. Bouncing ball up the middle. Kendrick. Off balance throw. Just got him. One out.
A fine play by Kendrick. Start things. Take a look at the rest of the defense for the Angels. This is a really good outfield. You have Trumbo in left, Trout in center field, Torrey Hunter Gold Glover out in right. And in the infield, Cayespo at third. Is Turris. Ibar getting the 9 off is Turris at shortstop. Kendrick and Pujols on the right side of the infield. And Chris Iannetta will do the catching tonight for the Angels.
C.J. Wilson, 50th career appearance against the Mariners. His 13th start, 3rd this year. You know, former reliever and then starter with the Texas Rangers. Here's Casper Wells hitting at .223 with 8 homers and 30 runs batted in. Well hit, left field. Trumbo going back, gonna watch it leave the yard. They hit it into the bullpen of the Angels. Casper Wells with his 9th home run. The Mariners on the board. It's 3-1 Angels. 31st RBI for Casper. Coming on a 1-0 pitch. That guy's day is made. He caught the home run ball. How cool is that?
Well, this is an off-speed pitch. Only 84 miles an hour that he leaves up in the zone. Casper being aggressive. As David mentioned for Casper, his 9th home run of the season. Get the Mariners back a little bit.
Jumped off his bat. He knew it. 392 feet. There's Kyle Seager.
We'll take another look at the swing by Casper. Short swing, gets the barrel to a pitch that was right on the inside corner.
Seager fouling one back. He's behind 0-2. .147th home run for the Mariners. They're 11th in the American League. Seager just 1 for 10 against C.J. Wilson. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out. 2 down. First strikeout for C.J. We'll bring up Jesus Montero, DHing tonight. Oakland at home against Texas, an early 1-0 lead. That's in the bottom of the first. Strike 1 to Jesus, who's 2 for 5 against CJ. This game's important for the Rangers too, trying to win the best record in the American League. Oh, 2 here to Montero.
Montero 2 for 5 with a double off of C.J. Wilson. Small sample, but he's hit left-handers well all year. Even through some of his struggles, typically will hit the lefties. The righties at times that have given him problems.
Line drive right to Howie Kendrick. Hit it hard. Could not find any open spaces. Casper Wells gets the Mariners on the board with his 9th home run. A lot of scoring here in the first inning. 3-1 Angels lead as we go to the second inning. think postseason. And the Mariners looking forward to playing role of spoiler here. Didn't go quite well in Oakland, but maybe things turn around here. Here's Chris Iannetta. Iannetta, the catcher, hitting at .245, 9 homers and 26 runs batted in, batting in the 9 hole. Be followed by Mike Trout and Torrey Hunter.
And Iannetta staying with the plan, swinging at the first pitch.
Two. Kings Court looking for a strikeout. Bouncing ball, Seager. Friendly hop. 1 out. Kings Court session, as we discussed, and Chef Dave hard at work as usual, and there's the big turkey leg for tonight. Boy, I tell you what, he's sporting life here tonight. He's got multiples. Big ones too, boy.
Well, he's taking care of him on the last Kings Court night here at the ballpark. He still has some more in there.
Man, where'd you find that turkey, Dave? It worked, that crowd. Come on, there's got to be some Weisenheimer say, hey, you got any cranberry sauce?
You need a lamb?
1-1 to Mike Trout. Trout led off the ball game with a double to right center field. Scored on a Pujols double. Well, he can go the other way. We've seen a lot of that. Making a hard turn. He's going to go. Got him. He hesitated the second step around first. That's what cost him. He second-guessed himself.
Well, that and one of the better throws you're going to see from a right fielder. Casper Wells, a great throwing arm, and this is an accurate throw that he makes, even with the speed of Trout. Little slice inside the bag. Smoke playing well off the line. Able to get it past him, and our McDonald's Super Mode. You see Justin trying to keep it on the infield, isn't able to get to it, but a really good play by Casper Wells. Right about there. Now he turns it on. Casper, a strike.
Ball 1 to Torrey Hunter. It's amazing how that one strike can mess you up. Great throw by Casper Wells. First met him last year, said that's his favorite position. Right field, loves gunning guys down on the bases.
Well, let's take a look at the throw by Casper. I mean, that's on a line. Still didn't get him by much, did he?
Right. That one hesitation move cost him. 2-1.
We'll take another look at it in our McDonald's Super Mode. Ackley gets the glove down to put the tag on him. It just gets him on the tip of his fingers before he hits the bag.
Bob Davidson right on the spot to see that one. Up the middle. Base hit, Torrey Hunter. Six hits against Felix. And this is the start of the second time around, and now Pujols is up. Hit a laser shot off the wall in center field for an RBI double. Strike one. Slow start for Albert, but put up some good numbers. 30 home runs, just picked up RBI number 105. Josh Reddick, a first inning RBI, and now another run on the board for Oakland. was a balk on the second one. Score the second run. 0-2. Skipped up there. Hunter mad at himself that he didn't go. Martin Perez, the starter for the Rangers, with the balk. Felix against Albert Pujols last Tuesday. And Albert struck out 3 times. Felix got him swinging, and looking. 4-3 Angels win.
Felix now at 36 pitches, 24 strikes. Faced 12 batters. First pitch strikes to 6 of them.
Gets away 2-2.
He's just tried to bury a couple of changeups. Albert able to lay off of that pitch. We're talking about the strikeouts down in Anaheim. He was able to get him to swing at some pitches in the dirt. He's trying it again.
Ryan playing in the short grass in left field. Everybody else straight away and deep for Pujols. 2-2. Off his foot.
Surprised he's not wearing a guard on his shin or his foot. Most power hitters, typically all of those guys will have some sort of protection on the front leg of their foot, and you can see right there pointing at the top of his foot. It's a slow curveball. We'll watch him. Looks like he hits it right off the top of his shoe, and he does.
Must have to wear that plate that umpires wear, right?
That one's going to hurt.
2-2, 2 outs. Runner at first. 3-1 Angels. Early going here at Safeco Field. Pops it up. Smoke. Leave on no play.
Next pitch will be 40 for Felix.
It's too many in the second inning.
Yeah. His last outing against these Angels, threw 103 pitches to get through 6 innings. So they made him work.
Staying alive. Do it again at 2-2. Felix set. And now slips off. Got him. Tag applied. And a good pitch by Felix Hernandez. Picks up the second strikeout and quells the threat by the Angels as Casper Wells comes up big, throwing out Trout. Get this inning started. 3-1 Angels. playing some must-win baseball as they think about trying to get into the playoffs. C.J. Wilson going to face Smoke, Saunders, and Olivo here in the Mariners' home second.
For Justin, really good September for him. Finished up strong over his last 15 games, hitting .400. Tied for the team lead in home runs with 19, tied with Saunders and Kyle Seager.
Well, you just hope that this continues. This is a carryover into next spring and the early part of the season where he's getting his barrel on the ball with authority, with regularity.
Well, people have asked me, is this something that he can bring to next year? And I think they certainly can. We've seen glimpses of it before from Justin, but I think more importantly, I think his confidence has to be way up, and going into the winter, he has some key things to work on. So hopefully that'll be the difference for him being more consistent next year.
Good pitch running away from him. One down, second strikeout for C.J. Wilson. Here's Angie Minton.
Guys here at the Ford Sports Desk, and the Rays are in a similar situation to these Angels, and that is they have to win their final three. Taking on the O's, and the Rays lead it by 1 in the 7th, and our old friend Chris Jimenez driving a double down the right field line. That brings in a couple. By the way, the O's had 2 on with no outs in the 9th, but they couldn't get the job done. Our Sterling Bank final in the Sunshine State. 5-3 Rays, guys.
All right, Angie, thank you. Here's Michael Saunders swinging the bat. AL East standings. Yankees win, Baltimore loses. Tampa hanging in. Fernando Rodney for the save, pitched an inning, 2 hits, picked up save number 47. He's been almost untouchable this year.
Well, I haven't looked in the last 4 or 5 days, but his ERA was an 0.68.
0.61 right now.
Yeah.
That'll work.
That will work.
Is Turris. Plant, throw, scoop. Got him. Wow, what a play. 2 down. Playoffs ended right now. If wild card showdown would be the A's at the O's and division series. Wild card at Texas and Detroit at New York. Playoffs are going to be something. His associate talking to him before the game says, "Hey man, this is the big boy league over here, the American League," and he's obviously an old National League. He says everything over here. You got big money over here. You got big bats over here. Everybody in this division in the West is terrific. And the entire league is really good. So to get into these playoffs is a big deal, and to win it is really going to be something.
Well, I would agree, and I think, if you look just at where these things are going right now, again, it's just the added teams in this mix. Everybody can look at some of these clubs and probably had a good idea that they were going to be in it. But again, you throw Oakland in the mix and Baltimore in the mix.
Out of nowhere. Nobody had them. I mean, it's October 1st, and every morning I wake up, look at his standings. Really? Good for them.
And again, Oakland's ahead of Texas right now, 2-0.
Line drive, just out of the reach of Kendrick. A base hit for Miguel Olivo.
They still have a chance to win the West, the Oakland A's.
That's right. How nuts was it over there the last couple of days, huh?
It was one of those things. It was just right there in front of you to see as the Mariners ended up having that series over the weekend in Oakland. Just the things that they have going on right now, it's unreal. And Bob Melvin, he deserves a lot of credit. He has a number of different platoon situations that he's dealing with over there. All the guys seem really happy, and you can see them pulling for each other.
Big time.
There's just a lot of good stuff happening for them.
And I saw the tape of the Reddick home run. Ouch. One yesterday.
Yeah, back in that second deck in right field. You don't see many go up in there.
Trayvon Robinson. Ball 1. Trayvon hitting at .216, 3 homers and 11 runs batted in. 2-out base runner Miguel Olivo at first base. We're talking about Fernando Rodney. 47 saves, 0.61 ERA. And yet his name, you don't hear it.
He's on the tail end of the list now.
This
last week, yeah, I've heard it more and more in the last week. I don't think he'll get there, but at least he's getting some mention for it, as he should.
Man, I mean, that year has been phenomenal. The 47 saves, he's second to Jim Johnson. Johnson started today with 50. Soriano with 42. Tom Wilhelmsen in the top 10 with 29. Good for him.
Again, though, an 061.
That's impressive. That's dealing. Off-speed pitch way outside. You sure hope that the continued growth of the Mariners, and there's been enough positive, there's been some down things, but enough positives that will adhere to the growth of this ball club, and hopefully they can be in the mix next year at this time. Because as we've discussed, nobody had Baltimore and Oakland. Young teams, a little more veteran team in Baltimore, but Oakland a fairly young team.
Fairly young team, but they had some experience.
There you go.
You know, and that's the difference, and that's what the Mariners players have gained this year. So I think you can put some higher expectations on a number of them. One of the big keys for me is Franklin Gutierrez has to stay healthy for them next year. He could make such a difference for this club.
If you can give him 150 games, it'd be unbelievable. What was it? Yesterday, tweaked the groin. Left groin had to leave.
Yeah.
Man. Robinson will take his walk. 2 men on with 2 outs for Brendan Ryan. First walk issued. C.J. Wilson, first and second. Tuesday's military salute night here at Safeco Field. We salute the men and women of the armed forces. Great deal. Catch the Mariners baseball tomorrow. Final event. 7:10 start tomorrow against these Angels. You're going to get $5 off U-level seats or $10 off main level seats when you show a valid military ID at the Safeco Field box office or any Mariners team store. It's a great deal. We hope you can come out tomorrow night. Brendan Ryan, 4 for 14 career against C.J. Wilson. Mariners on the board with a first inning Casper Wells home run. That was in response to a Pujols double. RBI singles by Kendrick and Trumbo. First inning.
Brendan starting at shortstop yesterday. He was 1 for 3 with a double down in Oakland. This is something that we saw from C.J. Wilson when we were down in Anaheim. It looks like a harmless base hit with 2 outs to right field by Olivo, and all of a sudden he tries to just start nibbling off that outside corner, ends up walking Robinson, and full pitches away right now to Brendan Ryan, the number 9 hitter in the lineup.
Broken bat ground ball. Now Kendrick throw over Pujols for the out, and that'll do it. A couple of men left on. We go to the 3rd inning. 3-1 Angels. games here at the 2012 season. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew here. There's Kendrys Morales still leading off against Felix Hernandez. Felix trying to find some rhythm. Boy, the Angels rocked him in the first couple of innings. 3 runs on 6 hits. Ackley throw out Morales. 1 down. Here in the third, here's Angie Mente.
You guys were just talking about the surprises in the East. We thought at this time of year it was going to be the Yankees and the Boston Red Sox battling it out for the lead in the AL East. They're not, but they are battling tonight. In the second, Bombers on 1-0. Curtis Granderson launches a 2-run shot to right, his 41st of the season. The Yankees score 9 in the inning, and they absolutely hammer the Red Sox 10-2 in our Sterling Bank final from the AL East, guys.
All right, Angie, thank you. And that gives the Yankees a 1-game lead over Baltimore, who lost earlier. Lose to Tampa Bay. Final of 5-3. Here's Kai Aspo, walked and scored in the first inning. Two-0. Ackley gets a nice hop. Throws him out, 2 outs. See where Homer Bailey was angry with the media for not giving Cincinnati enough credit. Reds winning their division. They 10-game lead, which is what the biggest lead of any division leader. And he was really hacked off. He threw the no-no the other day. He says, you guys got to give us some more credit here. More, they got some good players at Frazier, Kidd, on down the line. But I thought that was interesting when I saw that headline this morning. He was really hacked off.
Who does he want to give him more credit, though?
I think the media, the national media in general, is what he was looking for, saying that, we're not getting any kind of praise at all. They have had a great season. 96
wins, yeah.
96 wins beats 96 tears anytime. Question mark in the Mysterians back in the day. Oh, 0-1 here to Trumbo. Base hit, RBI last time up.
Well, the postseason is getting ready to start, Dave, and they're going to be front and center. So we'll see what happens from there.
I just thought it was interesting. It's like, dude, you're having a great year. You threw a no-no. Life is good. It's interesting to see how that plays out. Strike 3 call. Trumbo knew it. 1-2-3 inning for Felix. Looking good there. He's retired 4 in a row now. That's his 3rd strikeout. Home third coming up top of the order. 3-1 Angels. Coming up, we're talking about the National League over in the senior circuit. Take a look at the best records in the NL. Washington, Cincinnati, and San Francisco. Atlanta lost tonight, so that clinches the National League East for the Washington Nationals. And Washington holds a tiebreaker over Cincinnati. And if the season ended at this moment, here's how the playoff situation would look. St. Louis, Atlanta. Wild card going to Washington and San Francisco at Cincinnati. It'll be Dusty Baker's old franchise against his current one right now. Things play out this way. Top of the order, Dustin Ackley grounded out the second, first time up. Hits this one hard. Pujols off his glove. Kendrick covers. And Ackley beats it out. Base hit. Hit it hard.
Take a look at the diving effort of Albert Pujols. Right off the end of the glove, slows it down. Howie Kendrick, the second baseman, alert. Looked like C.J. Wilson a little bit late getting over to the bag. Kendrick wheels and fires, and Ackley would have beat it out anyway. That'll be an infield hit for Dustin.
Jasper Wells homered on a 1-0 pitch, got an off-speed pitch and hammered it into the Angels bullpen for his 9th home run. That's the Mariners' only run tonight. Angels scored 3 times in the first. RBIs by Pujols, Trumbo, and Kendrick. Right field this time, Torrey Hunter. He's there to make the catch. Oh, no. Update from Oakland. Josh Reddick having another good night. Texas just got on the board.
Jared Parker has the start for the Athletics tonight. Again, 5 rookie starters in the rotation for the A's.
Elvis Andrus, RBI. Scores Mike Napoli to get Texas on the board. There's Kyle Seager, struck out on 3 pitches his first time. Goes the other way. Down the line. Foul ball.
Kyle trying to switch things up, going without any batting gloves this time. Just trying to get a little bit of a different feel. You don't see that very often anymore,
No,
do you?
not at all. Felt like I was watching a newsreel. That's a strike 2. Saunders, Seager, and Smoke all sitting on 19 homers. Would love to see all 3 of those guys get 20.
Yeah. C.J. Wilson, good shape with his pitch count at 35.
Struck him out. Boy, he's got his number tonight. Off-speed pitch gets him, 3rd strikeout. Second time he's got Seager. Here's Angie Mentic again.
Guys, the White Sox not in contention in the wild card race, but they had to win if they had any chance against the Detroit Tigers in the Central. Already up 7-0 in the 9th with the bases full. Diane Viciedo blasts a shot to left field. 23rd bomb of the season is his first career grand slam. The final from the rock and roll capital, 11-0. So Chicago doing their job so far tonight.
All right, Angie, thank you. And boy, those White Sox, they got to be sick.
Well, they are now looking at the scoreboard. There's no final yet, but the Tigers are up ahead of Kansas City. In Kansas City, I saw that Miguel Cabrera hit his 44th home run of the year.
White Sox were in good shape for the best part of this season.
Well, the last 3 weeks have just gone miserably for them.
Everybody stopped hitting all at once.
The last 10 games going into today, 2-8. Just can't do that at the end of September.
1 to Montero, hit a hard line drive to Kendrick in the first inning. Oof, that was a pitcher's pitch, biting in hard on his hands, and looked like Montero hurt himself.
Well, I'm not sure how it didn't hit him. Pitch was so far inside, it looked like it almost hit him in the back leg. Yeah, he's pointing at it too. And a cut fastball that just ran well in off the plate.
One-two pitch. C.J. Wilson steps off. Two outs. Struck him out. Pitcher's pitch again. Fourth strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts for Wilson. He's got a 3-1 lead.
Northern Quest Casino, Spokane's newest destination resort. By BECU, we are BECU. Join us. By Ford, we are local. And by Amica Insurance. Guys?
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Very comfortable night here at Safeco Field in Seattle. Angels in town, must-win situation for them to get into the playoffs, and they need lots of help. Felix Hernandez, not off to a good start, but the last couple of innings, giving up two hits, and that's it. Struck out 3 on the night, walked 1. Just got Howie Kendrick, Maiciras Turris, and Chris Iannetta.
Well, he had a clean third inning, a couple of routine ground ball outs to Ackley at second base, and then a strikeout. So hopefully he has things figured out. .51 pitches for Felix, 33 strikes.
2-0 to Howie. Holding. Pitch. Look at this. 2-2. Enthusiasm of those folks out there. Here's the 2-2. Out off.
They've been great all year out there in the court. I think there's been plenty of times this year that Felix has just fed off of those people out there, getting him fired up.
Full.
Good pitch.
Yeah, Tony Mendoza looked like he wanted to, and it changed his mind. Second walk issued by Felix.
Maybe he should have. And this is a strike that Felix has earned. Take a look at it. It's a fastball. He throws it off the outside corner. This is just off of the corner. Look at our tracer. It's pretty close.
How he had been punched out there, I don't think he would have had a big objection. Here's his tour slide to center. Strike one. Got him. That's a great throw.
He's a good athlete. You can see it right there. Great feat by Felix Hernandez.
Picked him off. Well done.
Take a look. Quick feet, quick tag by Justin Smoke to get him.
Beautiful. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Oof, just got him.
Just gets him, yep.
0-1 here to Asturias. Foul off 0-2. One out, nobody on. 0-2 count to Asturias. Shoulder opened up way too soon on that one. 1-2. Hit hard. Base hit. Hung one up there, and Asturias jumped all over it. Base hit. 7th hit against Felix.
Dave said it. It's just a hanging breaking ball trying to go off the outside corner, and it breaks back to the middle of the plate, and he finds a hole on the right side of the infield. Asturias again playing shortstop. Ivar out of the game. That should be good news for the Mariners. Ivar
please.
has been brutal the last few years to the Mariners, so it's good to see him out of the lineup.
If I'm picking all opponent team, he's got to be my shortstop.
Yeah, I would agree. He's really been good against the Mariners. Up to number 9 hitter Chris Iannetta, the catcher. Iannetta grounded out to third his first time up.
Infield double play depth. Every angel except Morales and Iannetta have reached base this evening as we play in the 4th. One.
Mariners getting their one run on a solo home run by Casper Wells. Sitting second. The lineup hit it in the first inning off of C.J. Wilson. Casper, his 9th home run of the year.
I believe that's the first pickoff Felix has had this year. And the Mariners,
which is surprising because he's so quick over there. And typically teams are a little more aggressive when he's on the mound because they feel like they have to force the issue.
Been on his hands off the plate. 2-1. Inning, top of the 4th. Oakland 2-1 over Texas. 3-1 here. 3-1 to Iannetta in the 9 hole. He got Trout waiting. He's 2 for 2. Double to right center, single to right field. Dodgers have to keep winning. Have a chance. And Felix angry with himself. He walks Iannetta, who was 0 for 7 against him. Now you get up to Trout, who's 2 for 2 tonight, 8 for 22. in his meetings against Felix Hernandez, and that's the third walk.
Yeah, second of this inning. 65 pitches for Felix. It looked like maybe he was going to have a quick inning after the pickoff, but his second walk in this inning, as Dave mentioned, is third of the game. Only in the fourth inning.
Felix 0 for 2, 0-2, couple of no decisions against the Angels this year. 5.13 ERA. Here at Safeco, 4-6 all time with a 4.63. Strike one. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Angels. A run on 3 hits and an error for the Mariners. Missing on his pitches, trying to crowd people. 1-1.
One of the things that we saw down in Anaheim is Brendan Ryan, the shortstop. He is really playing shallow at short, trying to give him any chance to turn a double play with the speedy Trout at the plate.
Big pitch coming up here after that one bounces up there. 2-1 to Trout. Hunter, Pujols, Morales to follow. Two-one. Up the middle, base hit. His tourist coming around, he'll score. 4-1 Angels, 3 for 3 night for Trout. Now he's got an RBI, 2 singles, a double, and a run batted in.
We'll take a look at it. It's a fastball on the outside corner, and he hits it back up the middle. Talking about Miguel Cabrera trying to win the Triple Crown. Well, Trout isn't too far behind batting average wise, and now he's 3 for 3.
Big help tonight for him. He had led into the month of September. Fell off the pace a little bit. Started tonight at 321. Cabrera started the day at 325. Joe Mauer in between at 323. Torrey Hunter, strike one. Wind picking up. Going pretty much straight in from center field.
Something that we haven't said much this year, really over the last 4 or 5 years. And some action out in the bullpen here in the fourth inning.
Yeah, with Felix Hernandez in the mound, you know it. Michael Young with the home run for Texas ties it up at 2-2.
Angels right now 4 for 7 with runners in scoring position.
Outside. Yeah, Michael Young 2 for 2, home run. Just hit a bomb to right center field off of Jared Park. Torrey Hunter's got a 1-2 against Felix. A couple of men on, 1 out here. Felix in the jam, down 4-1. Weak swing, falls Torrey Hunter. Strikes him out for the second time tonight. 1 for 3. Big strikeout for Felix, his 4th of the night.
Well, just a good fastball off the outside corner. Torres clearly looking for something else. Really late on that fastball. I'll bring up Albert. Albert's 1 for 2, has a double off the fence. Driven in a run and scored a run.
Mariners run off Casper Wells' home run in the first inning. Strike one. Two men on. It's the third multiple hit inning for the Angels. Mariners have 3 hits, 1 hit in each of the first 3. Bouncing ball, attacked by Seager. Well done. Throws out Pujols, and that'll do it. Angels do pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and leave 2. Home 4th coming up, 4-1 Angels.
But coming to bat. Hi, everybody. Angie Mentink here at the Ford Sports Desk. Meantime, I told you earlier that the White Sox won. Now they just needed the Tigers to lose to have a chance in the Central. Not going to happen. Jose Valverde in to close this one out. He gets the final out. So congratulations to the Detroit Tigers in the 7th year under Jim Leyland. They win their 3rd AL Central title. In 06, they lost in the World Series, of course, and then last year they lost to the Rangers in the ALCS. Guys?
Tough ball club. Congratulations to Jim Leyland and company. Thank you, Angie. Good stuff for the Detroit Tigers. And they spent most of the year trailing the Chicago White Sox, but that man number 24 there, Miguel Cabrera, spectacular year.
Yeah, and again, he hit the home run in the game tonight against the Royals. His 44th home run of the season.
And that's a team the Mariners beat, was it 5 out of 6, I believe it was.
Well, they were struggling early in the season. You just had to feel that their pitching came around, and of course their starting rotation anchored by Justin Verlander.
Doug Fister with big contributions. Saunders, 3-0. 3-0 to Smoke.
See the celebrations. We'll see a lot more of that over the next couple of days. Teams that make it.
Congratulations, Gerald Laird.
Veteran catcher.
Good players in that club. Phil Cook, tough lefty out of the pen. And Smoke, a 4-pitch walk to lead it off here in the home 4th. Second walk issued by C.J. Wilson.
.44 pitches now for C.J. Wilson. Yeah, the Mariners have to show some patience. They are down by 3 runs, but CJ has struggled a little bit.
Michael Saunders, first time up, grounded out to short. High, towering fly ball. Got some carry. Torrey Hunter. Ball got knocked down by the wind. Tough break. Oh, brother. Boy, charged it up pretty good, but that wind's blowing in from center field and held it up.
And you mentioned it, too. Not only would it have gotten the Mariners within a run, Michael trying to get his 20th home run of the season. He's really been swinging the bat well. He has 8 home runs off of left-handed pitching this year and thought maybe he had a 9th. You can see the way that Torrey circled around it, that the wind definitely killed it out there and ends up catching it right in front of the warning track.
He was headed for the 385 sign and then had to come back in. He really got knocked down. Michael knew he hit it on the barrel, too. Boy, that's tough. 2-2, end of 4, Texas and Oakland. Olivo down the line. That is going to stay fair. Big Smoke going to third. And they'll hold him right there. Torrey Hunter gets it back in. So a double for Olivo. The Mariners have runners at second and third with one out here in the fourth inning. So Minka checking in. He's got a single and a double.
The inside out swing by Olivo. You can see that fastball right on the inside corner. Inside out swing. We'll take a look at our McDonald's Supermo as it bounces fair by about a foot. It'll hit the corner and jump back out. That makes it an easy double for Olivo.
14th double for Miguel. An opportunity again for the Mariners. They left 2 men on in the second inning. They had runners at first and second with 2 outs.
Pitching coach Mike Butcher having a conversation with C.J. Wilson. Still nobody throwing in the pen for the Angels.
Mike Sosha's team down to the short straws.
Bring up Trayvon Robinson. Trayvon walked his first time up. That was in the second inning. A second opportunity for the Mariners to drive in a run. They're over 1 with runners in scoring position. Angels will play their infield back.
First pitch to Trayvon. In the dirt, ball 1. Wilson's walked 4, struck out 2, giving up a run on 4 hits. Pitch. Thought about it, didn't swing. Counts at 1-1.
Out the center field, they're shading him towards right center. Expecting Trayvon to hit the ball the other way in the air. Huge gap in left center.
Torrey Hunter right on the case. Here's the throw, right to the cutoff. 2 outs.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Trayvon. He hit it well, but Torrey Hunter ran in to catch the line drive, and with Smoke at third base, no chance to tag up on it. Good at bat for Trayvon. Brendan Ryan. Brendan 0 for 1, had a ground out to the second baseman his first time up. C.J. Wilson pitched him away.
Two out, 2 on for Ryan. Similar situation back in the second. He had first and second. This time it's second and third. Way inside. Ryan 4 for 15 against Wilson.
There you go. Runners in scoring position. The Angels, a lot of success here early in the game. 4 for 9.
And that was the problem for the Mariners over the weekend in Oakland the last couple of days. Got to finish, got in position to do some things, and just never kicked it over the top.
Well, you know, it's just one of those things, moving runners up, getting them in with less than 2 outs when they're at third. Those have been the things that they've struggled with over the last few weeks. The situation here, Trayvon, that's one of those at bats you take just because he hit the ball hard. There's not much you can do about it.
That's a lot better. That's an improvement off of what we saw last year.
Well, exactly. So I think, you know, that those things are going to happen, but you just have to be better overall at it.
No pitch. Dirt dug out by Iannetta. Tigers clinch the Central. Rangers and Athletics tied at 2-2. They're in the 5th in Oakland. 4-1 Angels here. Mariners worked a 3-0 count to Ryan. Ackley's on deck. Dustin 1 for 2 tonight. Wilson being very deliberate. Back with a strike. Ryan can find a gap left center. Plenty of room.
Garrett Richards getting loose, hard throwing right-hander for the Angels. I saw him a couple of times down in Anaheim.
Big pitch here, 3-1. Off the plate, bases are loaded. Second walk in the inning, third of the game by C.J. Wilson.
We talked about it at the start of the game with C.J. Wilson. He'd been struggling. We saw it down in Anaheim, and some patience would pay off for it, and it certainly has in this inning for the Mariners. A couple of walks. Hold the bases up. Now it's just a matter of them taking advantage of it.
Opportunity. It's right there.
Dustin with a base hit his last time up.
2 outs. Bases filled with Mariners. C.J. Wilson in lots of hot water. Pitch. Slider, strike 1. Ackley hit one hard off the glove of Pujols his last time up. 1 for 2. Pitch. Shot. Pujols. Wilson race with Ackley. Got him. Boy, oh boy. Mariners strand 3 more. That's 6 for the game. 4-1 Angels. Mariners doing their best to try to spoil things, and don't forget to catch all the action of the 2012 Major League Baseball postseason. It's coming to you on Fox and TBS. The excitement begins October 5th with the wild card on TBS. Mariners in the last 3 innings have left 6 men on. Too much non-support for Felix Hernandez. He's got Morales, Calespo, and Trumbo here in the top of the 5th. Breaking ball for strike 1. Kendrick is twice grounded out to Dustin Ackley.
We've seen this from the Mariners. You're talking about the offense, Dave. That's something that really over the last week to 10 days for them, they've put a lot of pressure on pitchers, but just coming up with that big base hit has been the difficult part for them. One of the keys of the game today was getting Felix some run support. So far that hasn't happened, but you just have to keep grinding it out, keep putting guys out there, and hopefully somebody will come through.
Swing and a miss. This misses Morales. That's strikeout number 5 for Felix.
Well, I have my nephews here. It's Keegan and Kyler, and like a lot of kids in this area, the great Northwest, I want to be Felix Hernandez, so they're excited to be here at the ball game. They said, it's Uncle Mike, last game. Can we go? Sure. Feels good to see him out here.
Good for you. Good for them. That's good stuff. That's great. One out. Here's Callaspo. Backs off of a breaking ball. Mariners come into tonight's game 236 runners in scoring position. And going back to the last game in August, the club was hitting 248, so they've really fallen off. So from August 31st, they were hitting 248 runners in scoring position. Now 236 they're doing today. Tough way to live. 1-1. Strike. Outside corner ball. 2 strikes.
'81 pitches working here in the 5th inning for Felix. Talked about the Angels making him work, and that hasn't changed tonight. Was trying to hang in there, though.
Right down the old tunnel leading to the locker room of the umpires. One, two. Strike 3 call. Got him. 5th strikeout. Back to backers here in the 5th inning. Check out our Benner Bank building to the future. Stefan Romero. High Desert. Big numbers. And then Jackson.
Wow.
Nicely done. 101 runs batted in. Second baseman.
23 home runs on the year. Wow, good season.
And Peoria. 167 total hits. That's one thing that can cure some ills for the Mariners. Guys that can hit and hit consistently.
You know that there's some opportunities here. At least if you're in the organization, you certainly look at it that way.
Oh, you have to, no doubt. Missed by Trumbo. Struck out looking his second time up. First time RBI single to center back in the 1st inning. Yeah, if you're in the organization, you can read, you can see the numbers, you can see the struggles offensively. You're bringing something to the plate, you're a youngster. Keep work. 0-2. Angels got 3 runs right off the bat against Felix Hernandez. Full host RBI double, RBI singles by Trumbo and Kendrick. Wells homered. Get the Mariners on a board, and then a 4th inning RBI by Trout. Swing and a miss. Trumbo's gone. Felix strikes out the side. He's got half dozen Ks through 5. His second 1-2-3 inning of the ball game, and now it seems like he has found his rhythm as he strikes out Morales. He also gets Callaspo and says goodbye to Trumbo. 6 strikeouts for Felix through 5 innings. 4-1 Angels lead. Still having some fun out at the pin here. Nice comfortable night. 13,963 here at Safeco Field. Casper Wells will lead it off. Wells, Seager, and Montero 2, 3, and 4 against C.J. Wilson. Wells on a 1-0 pitch, 1 out in the first. Homered into the Angels bullpen, his 9th home run, RBI number 31.
He hit the ball hard to right field his last time up. It looks like he's seeing C.J. Wilson pretty good tonight. We were talking about Franklin Gutierrez earlier with the groin pull. It's one of the things that's been a little bit frustrating for Eric Wedge this year, and that is him not seeing what he wanted to see is Gutierrez in center, Saunders in left, and Wells out in right a little bit more, and he just hasn't been able to do it.
And hard and foul.
Because Franklin, unfortunately, hasn't been able to stay real healthy.
What, this month alone, he just did the groin the other day.
Yeah.
He banged into the wall a few days ago.
Neck stiffness, and there's Franklin. Tough year. Tough couple of years for him.
1-2 here to Wells. Strike 3 called. Painted that outside corner. Strikeout number 5 for CJ. I'd like to welcome Elgin TV Association subscribers. Elgin, Oregon, thank you for rooting on the Seattle Mariners. All of us at Root Sports and the Mariners appreciate your support. Elgin located in Northeast Oregon on the Grand Ronde River. Kyle Seager's had a tough night against Wilson. 6 pitches, he struck out twice.
Back to the batting gloves this time. Uh-oh. Home plate umpire took a straight shot that time. Chris Iannetta, the catcher, never was able to get a glove on it, and it was a fastball. Pointing up at his collar. Let's take a look at it. Fastball, straight shot into the shoulder.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Tony Randazzo, the home plate umpire.
Bring back the balloons. I'm telling you. Old school balloons the guys used to. I mean, they're not going to. You won't see a low strike. I know you say that, but you're going to get that collarbone lit up like that. Clearly, Iannetta got crossed up, didn't he?
No, he was set up away, and that pitch was up and in. He just couldn't get back in time. Didn't react well to it. And they have that chest protector with the shoulder pad, but there's a seam and there a crease, and it looked like maybe it hit right on the point of that.
Rob Nodine, assistant head athletic trainer. Well, he hit the spot right there.
92-mile-an-hour fastball. Take another look at it.
CJ crossed up like that. I mean, my goodness. He's reaching all the way back across.
Well, this is how badly he missed with the pitch. He wanted to go down and away, and that pitch was up and in.
Boy, that's crazy. Way to go, Tone. Way to hang in. Still was the one I forgot his name already. The umpire that Carlos Santana had the bad night when he was catching was optional that night, and that umpire got hit 5 or 6 times. I
think it was Ed, yeah, and it was optional too, and he was opted not to more than.
Oh, that was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Breaking ball slips 2-0. Usually at this level, you don't see major league catchers miss it that badly.
You don't see major league pitchers miss that badly with a fastball.
Yeah. Again, he's down line. He's reaching back up across.
You can see it almost looked like he tried to dive for it.
Yeah.
And typically, the umpires, they will always set up on the inside corner. And even if the catcher moves, they'll stay there. So he's completely exposed at that point.
That's what happened. 3-0. Seager in 4 pitches. Here's Angie Minton.
Guys, just a couple of reminders. The Angels just don't need to sweep the Mariners, but they also need a little help in the game between the Rangers and the A's, and this is bad news for them. Coco Chris doubles in a run, and right now, actually, that's bad news for the Angels and the Rays over in the AL East. Martin Perez has been knocked out of this game, and all of a sudden, Texas in a dogfight just to win the West. Right now, this one in the bottom of the 5th with the A's on top. And there's a big difference between playing a one-game playoff to continue in the postseason and getting serious, guys.
Absolutely.
Yes, it is.
Going to be something. Here's a force out at second. Heck of a play down to third by Cayesma. And off the bat of Montero.
Yeah, Angie's absolutely right. The Rangers certainly, they're trying to go for the best record. Now they're just trying to hang on to the West. As you see, the A's 2 games back. If they hold on to this game, they'll only be a game back going into tomorrow with 2 left. That's a lot of pressure. We were talking when we were down in Arlington about Washington, feeling pretty good about his situation, but not able to rest his regulars who were beat up at the time because they didn't have much of a lead. It just keeps getting smaller because of the play of the Oakland Athletics.
That would make the A's story 100%, 100-fold more remarkable if they were to win the division. 2 outs after the fielder's choice. Smoked it. Strike out the walk. Breaking ball. 2-0. Right now, the A's 3-2 in the 5th. 1 out, runners at the corners.
Garrett Richards up. Second time that he has been up in the bullpen for the Angels.
Smoke takes a big hack. 2-0. Pitching outside corner, 2-1. 3 runs in the first for the Angels, 1 in the first for the Mariners. 4th run coming for the Angels in that 4th inning. An RBI single by Mike Trout, who's had a 3-for-3 night. Three and 1 to Smoke. On deck, Michael Saunders hit a high fly ball that the wind knocked down. That on a less windy night, or if the wind's blowing out, that ball would have sailed out of here for a home run. You got wind about 4 miles an hour blowing in pretty much from straight on center field. And Wilson way outside. At some point, you think Mike Scioscia, his patience is going to run thin here with C.J. Wilson.
Second walk of the inning. That's back-to-back innings where he's had a couple of walks. And Mike Butcher, the pitching coach, is going to go out and make another trip to the mound. We have Saunders coming up. I'm sure if Saunders reaches, that'll be it for Wilson.
Trying to get him through 5.
Oh, yeah, and you have Olivo hitting after Saunders. Olivo's 2 for 2, right-handed hitter. Now Butcher may be explaining that to C.J. Wilson. Michael put a good charge, as David mentioned, a good charge into a fastball out to right field. You're going to hit it out tonight. You're going to have to hit it on a line.
Michael's standpoint, if you get the pitch he wants, he can pull it, keep it low under the wind, right?
Yeah, if he can pull the ball to right field, it'll go out. Right center, though, is where he's going to have some problems if it's in the air. Good slider from Wilson.
Inning started with Wells striking out looking, walked to Seager. He was forced at second. And now walk to Smoke. As Saunders in good shape with runners at first and second. Mariners down 4-1. Howie Kendrick. They get the force, and that threat dies. 2 more left on. That's 8 men left on base the last 4 innings by the Mariners as they trail 4-1. The Angels this season, he's 0-2 with 2 no decisions. And here he is through 5 innings, 8 hits, 3 walks, and 7 Ks. He'll face Howie Kendrick, Maiciras Turris, and Chris Iannetta. You're in the 6th.
Not sure how much longer Eric Wedge will let Felix go. He's logged a lot of innings, a lot of strikeouts for Felix this year. He's now at 88 pitches for the evening, so this is probably going to be his last.
Exactly.
His last inning.
To what point?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
1-1. Same story continues to rear its ugly face.
Yeah, lack of run support tonight.
Unbelievable. 8 runners left the last 4 innings.
Well, you know, again, it's one of those things, Dave, where we talked about it at the start of this month when we looked at the schedule, and the clubs that they're playing are all in contention.
Yep.
And they're in contention because they have some really good pitching, and most of them veteran pitching outside of the A's. But I think that, you know, it's another test for these guys and another experience that these young hitters are going to have to think about over the course of the winter.
Line drive. Ryan can't get a base hit. I mean, this is money time.
Yeah, well, and that's what they're figuring out. It's, you know, you have to go through it. You just hope that they get better and stronger because of it.
9th hit. Meanwhile, the Athletics, Coco Crisp drove in a run and then scored on a sacrifice fly. 4-2 Athletics in the 5th. What just an unbelievable story. I mean, they're not only in contention to get in the playoffs, they win these games, they're going to win a division.
Which they would be in much better shape. It's still going to be tough. The Rangers have to win a game in the series, but with every day you start to feel that pressure.
Here it goes. Ball hit right through the hole. Hit and run, a beauty. As Turris sends Kendrick to 3rd.
Pitch.
Second hit for his Turris.
A pitch up out of the strike zone. The hit and run on his Turris. Veteran guy knows he just needs to put the ball in play. You can see him chop down. And with Ackley covering second base with the runner on the move. Huge hole on the right side. No chance for Casper Wells. So Felix in a little bit of trouble again as he's going to face the number 9 hitter, Chris Iannetta. 1st and 3rd, nobody out.
And you got Trout on deck, and he's having a 3-for-3 night with an RBI. go. Did not. Tactician. Won't surprise me. Josh Kenny getting ready. Won't surprise me to see Mike Scioscia continue to put pressure on. Sends this runner.
Second time that we've seen Kenny up in the bullpen.
Inside, missed. His tours on the season is 16 out of 18 and based it. A good count here, 2-0. That's in trouble. This coming after striking out the side in the 5th inning. Foul. Flag's really being pushed out in center field. The U.S. flag, the American flag is.
The wind's picking up.
Big time. Pennants are blowing hard out there. There you go. That's why that ball Saunders hit didn't leave. Got up into that wind, got knocked down. Line drive right to Ryan. The runners returned safely, but a nice play by Brendan.
And a break for the Mariners. Hit on the button. I wasn't sure if Brendan was going to be able to stretch enough to get to this line drive. It's hooking away from him. He reaches with the backhand and catches it in the webbing. Good look from our McDonald's Supermo. A nice break for Felix.
Top of the order now, Mike Trout. He's hit the ball to right center, right field, and center field. 3 for 3. He's thrown out in the second inning, trying to stretch a single into a double. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Well tagged, deep left field. A lot of people running. Scoring is Kendrick. Is Torres coming around third. He'll score. The throw not in time. A 2-run triple for Mike Trout. 6-1 Angels. That kid's 4 for 4 tonight with 3 runs batted in. My goodness.
He's a home run away from the cycle now with that triple. I'll tell you something else too as he hammers this ball into the gap. It's Torres who was at first base watching this play, and he starts on the move. He already had the lead on the move, and Trout was able to get the third before his Torres scored. Amazing.
I'll say. Third.
That 8th triple of the year.
And again, missed the first month. That finds a hole. Base hit. Torrey Hunter, 7-1.
Nothing going Felix's way tonight.
Eric Wade's going to put a merciful end to Felix's night right now. Brother. Not the way you want to wrap up a season. It's been a great season nonetheless, but these Angels have had his number this year. Felix 0-2 with 2 no decisions with a 5+ ERA, and it wasn't helped tonight. He's done. Big ovation, 13,963. Say their 2012 goodbye to the King, Felix Hernandez. combined 7-1 Angels, and he got lit up.
You have to wonder, Felix just ran out of gas, pitches with so much emotion and competes so hard all year long that just didn't have it tonight. Numbers aren't good for Felix in this one to finish up the season. I'm sure he's not happy about it, but Josh Kinney will take over in the bullpen. 4.02 ERA for Kinney. 23 hits. It's a good number. 35 strikeouts, 15 walks. Opponent's average just 205 against Kinney.
So 1 out. Runner at first with 3 runs in. Albert Pujols to hit it. 1 for 3. Way outside, ball 1. Well, Hector Noesi heating up.
Yeah, probably get a couple of innings of work out of the pen tonight.
Strike. Rough night. Mariners ace banged around here at Safeco Field. 1-1. A's 4-2. Top of the 6th. Texas with a runner at second. 2 outs. 2-1 to Albert. Well hit. Base hit to left field. Inning continues. That is 3 consecutive hits, 5 for the inning.
Yeah, the only out was the line drive out that Brendan Ryan was able to catch at shortstop.
That was smoked.
Yeah, so the Angels have come here and ready to hit. 13 hits so far. Working here in the 6th inning. And they are 6 for 12 with runners in scoring position. As you look at the numbers, 7 runs on 13 hits.
Henderson Morales, a couple of groundouts, a second, and a strikeout at the hands of Felix Hernandez. Strike 1. 3 RBIs tonight for Mike Trout, 1 for Hunter, 1 for Pujols. Trumbo and Kendrick 1 each. Look out. Trout the hitting star, 4 for 4, 3 RBIs and 2 runs scored.
He definitely will be the rookie of the year. And take a look at Trumbo. For Trout, though, and trying to make a last-minute statement on that MVP award.
He's going to finish a very strong second.
I think so too.
And then the rookie of the year would be pretty much unanimous. I'm surprised if it's not. 1 and 2. He did something on that triple. We talk about, we hear about all the time. So short, compact, and powerful to the ball.
And again, Izturis is not a slow runner, but he touched third before Izturis was scoring.
Yeah, I know. Izturis was scoring pretty good. And Trout. I mean, if there had been a fumble out there, center field, he might have been getting a wave on. Angels 1, 2, 3 hitters tonight. Trout, Hunter, and Pujols. 8 for 12, 5 runs batted in, 3 runs scored. I think that's pretty good.
That will typically work.
Hey.
So way better.
2-2 pitch. 1 out, 2 on.
Oh!
Dribbler.
weak. You're fatty. You're going to strike out.
There's Mike Trout. Again, he missed first month of the season. He's down in AAA. Didn't make the club out of spring training. What an impact he has had.
And what was it? 20-something clubs passed over before he got drafted by the Angels. 2-2. Swing and a miss. They get Morales. He's key for the second time. He's done so in consecutive at bats. There's 2 down. Here in the 6th, and the Mariners' regular season is going to wrap up with the U.S. Bank Mariners matinee this Wednesday, 3:40 start time against these Angels. Spend your afternoon here at the ballpark catching a good old game of baseball and getting your last look at blue skies and green grass at Safeco Field until next spring. Get your tickets for Wednesday's 3:40 matinee. Go to Mariners.com. Felix struck out 7. Josh Kenny records his first strikeout. Strike 1 to Alberto Callaspo. Walk, run scored. Round out the second and a strikeout looking. Way outside, ball 1.
I'll say this. I'll give the Angels some credit. They came to this series having to win. And I'm sure that they're sitting in the dugout watching the scoreboard that we keep talking about down in Oakland. That doesn't look good for them, but they continue to fight here, taking care of their business.
Center field for Saunders. Explosive inning for the Angels. They tack on 3 more runs. A 13-hit attack. They chase Felix. 7-1 Angels. And next spring, you may have forgotten. Here's a reminder, 2013 World Baseball Classic coming your way. Top 12 teams. The 09 WBC. Spain and Canada, they won their qualifying rounds. You've got qualifying round 3 with Brazil, Colombia, Nicaragua. We might see Erasmo Ramirez pitching for his home country. Taiwan, New Zealand, Philippines, and Thailand already in Pool D, USA, Mexico, and Italy. Italy, you might see Alex Liddy. In those games, and they played North America.
Michael Saunders may play for the Canadian team. Well, Miguel Olivo trying to add to his night. He's had a good night. 2 for 2, has a double and a single.
Curious to see how many, what the approach is going to be for Wilson, how many strikes he throws.
Well, you would think with a 7-1 lead, he would be more aggressive with his fastball.
He is a notorious nibbler. 2-1. Olivo, Robinson, and Ryan 7, 8, 9 here in the 6th inning.
Here comes a meatball.
2-2. Story tonight offensively for the Mariners. They left 2-1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, left them loaded in the 4th, 2-1 in the 5th.
Yeah, the 1 run again coming off the bat of Casper Wells, a solo home run in the 1st inning, and that has been it.
Levo's gone. Half a dozen strikeouts now for C.J. Wilson. 1 down in the 6th. Take a look at the schedule. Japan and Taiwan sites for those first couple of games, and then Phoenix and San Juan, Tokyo and Miami, and then wrap it up in San Francisco in mid-March. Spring training is going to start just a little bit earlier. Usually the pitchers and catchers are reporting 13, 14 February, so I'm sure that'll be back up, pushed up a week.
Yeah, I would think so. The guys down there let them get work out. It's frustrating for the managers at times. I mean, it's a great event, but it gets frustrating for the managers because their players aren't there.
And this will be the 2nd year. Things will be a little bit different now. Eric Wedge in this campaign, guys had to report early because they're going to Japan.
Right.
And now he's going to be without. He'll have what, 75-80% of his guys, but he'll have, you know, a few guys scattered here and there.
Felix probably wants to pitch for Venezuela, and Michael Saunders probably would like to play for the Canadian team. It's hard to tell those guys no, which I don't think that they would. It's an important thing in baseball classic.
2-1 to Trayvon Robinson, who's walked and lined out to right.
All the clubs will be in the same situation.
Yeah. Foul. 3 runs in the 1st, 1 in the 4th, 3 in the 6th for the Angels. A Wells homer in the 1st inning for the Mariners, accounting for the scoring tonight. Kendrick boots it, stays with it. Trayvon Robinson beats it out.
Be an error. Good hustle by Trayvon. Looked like it was going to be a routine play, but Trayvon not taking it for granted, running hard, and it's a little bit of a bobble. Picks it up quickly and fires it to first, but Trayvon with his speed able to beat it out. Look at our McDonald's Supermo. Typically when they make an error, that's what it'll do. Hit off the heel of the glove.
Brendan Ryan be the hitter. Kendrick commits an error. Now his 13th error. Foul off. Two. A's and Rangers playing in the home 6th at Oakland 4-2 Athletics.
Dodgers are hanging in there, still at 2-1, playing in Los Angeles against the Giants. They have to win that game.
Off the end of the bat, Kendrick has the one play up. Ryan down to second goes Robinson. 2 outs. Top of the order, Dustin Ackley, 1 for 3. A couple of ground outs, 1 to second, 1 to first, and then a hard hit ball off the glove of Pujols. Looking to get the ball so you can get something where he can run, get something in the outfield. 2 outs. Trayvon Robinson, good runner. at second base. Strike one.
If you don't go yard, I'm getting
See the runners in scoring position. The Angels 6 for 14 tonight. Mariners 0 for 4.
That's illustrative of the numbers coming into tonight's game. The Mariners runners in scoring position, batting average entering tonight 236. The Angels 263. Mariners at the beginning of the month, reasonably respectable 248 runners in scoring position, but it's been a very difficult last 30 days.
Just in their last 11 games, hitting just 128.
Ouch. This way. 6 innings. We figure this will be it for Wilson.
88 pitches, probably. I think if he gets out of this inning, he may run him out there one more time. They have a 6-run lead. I think that they have probably saved his bullpen if he can. 90 pitches now for Wilson.
Back. I nominate CJ for the American Daisuke Award.
He's in no hurry, that's for sure. This gives you an idea that he's been struggling, because I don't remember him being that way. I mean, he's always been a little bit wild, but I don't remember him being quite as deliberate, and it just lets you know that he's struggling.
It's got to be thinking, double and triple thinking everything. In baseball, everybody tells you he's got great stuff.
One of the big free agent signings of the Angels over the winter.
Yeah.
Send a message.
7 runs on 13 hits, an error for the Angels, a run on 4 hits, and an error for the Mariners. 0-2 here to act, 2 outs, man. The second struck him out. 7 Ks for C.J. Wilson. He's through 6, got a big lead at 7-1.
Today's Tracer Technology is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
All Angels tonight, must-win situation for them, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. And they got on the Mariners and Felix Hernandez early, 3 runs in the first inning, added 1 in the fourth, 3 in the sixth. Mariners only run a home run by Casper Wells in the first inning. New pitcher for the Mariners, third of the night, is Hector Noesi.
Hector's pitching out of the bullpen now. A rough time as a starter this year. That's why he has such high numbers. But he's pitched much better out of the pen, so probably get a couple of innings of work tonight. Hopefully that trend will continue for Hector.
Well, Iwakuma started out of the pen, performed well, worked his way into the starting rotation. Noesi, opportunity to be a starter, went in reverse. As you mentioned, in some less pressured situation, it has worked out a little bit better for him. But right now, Mariners, the hitting is what they need. They need somebody to get some hits and get some runs in here. Trumbo, Kendrick, and his tours. This high-powered Angels offense has been really good tonight.
Well, for Hector, we're talking about C.J. Wilson and his stuff. Hector, same thing. Nobody will deny that he has really good stuff. His fastball, 94, 95, with some good movement to it. Has a hard slider. But he had a tendency as a starter to want to pitch off the plate, and then all of a sudden he'd make some mistakes in the middle, and it would cost him.
Swing and a miss by Mark Trumbo. RBI single in the first. Strikeout looking in the third. Swinging in the fifth. Big swing. Got a piece of it. 1-2. Trumbo, Kendrick, and his tours here in the 7th inning.
Couple of good fastballs from Hector. One at 95 and that last one at 96.
Two and two. Two. Swing and a miss as he gets Trumbo to chase. Third time Trumbo is K'd tonight. 1 out here in the 7th inning. Let's take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Some highlights from next year's schedule. Play 2 series versus teams in the AL East and AL Central. Home and a road. And then at Safeco Field, the Yankees come to town. The Cubbies and the Red Sox. Swing and a miss by Howie Kendrick.
And Hector looks like he has a good slider tonight to go with the good fastball. He threw Trumbo a couple of fastballs, put him away with a slider, and then comes back and throws a slider for a strike to Kendrick.
Howie's got a couple of hits tonight, 2 for 2. RBI and a run scored. Foul. Dodgers 2-1 over the Giants in LA in the bottom of the 7th inning. Didn't go. 2-2. Check down with Todd Titchener.
And again, if you missed it, Detroit Tigers clinching tonight with a win. Playing at Kansas City, beat them 6-3, so it's over in the Central. Tigers are in.
Way outside, full count here to Kendrick. His tourist is on deck. Back up the middle, a base hit.
Kendrick's had a good night. He's 3 for 3. All singles. He gets a fastball, 96 miles an hour. It's a good pitch on the outside corner. Give Kendrick some credit on that one. That was a good pitch. Bring up his Turris. They pulled off a perfect hit and run. Kendrick was running, and Dustin Ackley went to cover the bag, and he chopped a fastball. It was above out of the strike zone and hit it into right field for a base hit.
No advance. To his Turris. 2 for 3 night for him. 2 runs scored. Mike Trout, the hitting start tonight. 4 for 4, 3 runs batted in, 2 runs scored. Ackley and Ryan smoke for the double play. Nicely turned. We'll do it as we get to the home 7th. Mariners in need of some offense. They're down big, 7-1. Mariners' 7th inning stretch being brought to you by Captain Morgan. Raise your glass, always in moderation to life, love, and loot. 7th inning stretch here at Safeco Field, 13,963 on hand. It's been all Angels, 7-1. And they got on Felix Hernandez, chased him after 5 1/3, giving up 12 hits, 7 runs, all earned, 3 walks, and 7 Ks. Work to do offensively for the Mariners. Left a bunch of folks on base, 8 men on base. Make that 9. As we go to Casper Wells to lead it off here in the home 7th. He's the man responsible for the Mariners' run tonight. Home run back in the 1st inning. C.J. Wilson out here for the 7th inning.
Yeah, we were wondering if he was going to come back out. 92 pitches now. Pours in a good fastball. Casper 1 for 3 with a home run, his 9th home run. In the next couple days, he'll be looking to be another one of the Mariners. Hopefully, get to double digits in home runs this year.
Back 1 and 2.
Good pitch to hit too. Pitch up in the zone. 88 mile an hour cut fastball, similar to the pitch that he hit out.
Good block by Ionette. A couple of defensive changes. You got Peter Porges in center, and Trout moves from center field to left field.
There you go. 97 pitches, 61 strikes for C.J. Wilson.
Trumbo goes from left field to right field, so they've lifted the veteran Torrey Hunter. Two and two to Wells. Hit well to the gap. Trout can't run it down. One high into the bullpen off the fence. Ground rule doubled. Second hit tonight for Wells.
Casper gets another fastball. It's in the middle of the plate. Belt high. He'll get the swing by Casper Wells. His second base hit. Both of them for extra bases. A home run now. This double into the gap. Bring up Kyle Seager. Kyle's not had a good night tonight. Struggled 0 for 2.
Still a good crowd out in the pen. And a little cooler here. 67 degrees when we started. Look out. Back at 7:10.
With that double from Casper Wells, will get some action out in the pen again for the Angels. Garrett Richards, he's up for the third time tonight.
Right above us, that foul ball, 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. The ground rule doubled by Wells, the fifth. Mariner hit tonight against 14 by the Angels. Kai Espel, quick flip, gets Seager, runner holds. Here's Angie Minton.
Hey guys, over in the senior circuit, Reds Cardinals going at it, and the Cardinals led this one by 1 in the third inning, or rather they were down by 1, but starting pitcher Jamie Garcia blasts a solo shot. You heard me right, starting pitcher to right field. That ties it at 1. His first home run of the season. Comes at a good time. Helps the Cardinals cause. They come back and win it 4-2 and clinch at least a tie for the second NL wildcard slot. Guys?
All right, Angie, thank you. Dodgers got a win to stay alive here. They're leading 2-1 at home in the 8th. Atlanta's in. Boy, it's just
hard to believe, isn't it? You play 162 of these and right down to it.
Breaking ball for a strike to Montero. Lined out the second, struck out, and bounced into a fielder's choice. Giants just tied it at 2-2 in the 8th.
Smokey!
1-1.
Montero 0 for 3 tonight. Hit the ball hard his first time up, lined out right to the second baseman. It was a bullet.
Gotta get a hitter or I'm going home.
Well, he's not sharp. He's got a big lead. Giving up a run on 5 hits. Offense has carried Mike Sosha's ball club tonight.
It looks like he's running out of gas, too. Tonight, it seems that he's had better command of his breaking ball than he has his fastball.
Mike Sosha, Mike Butcher, well aware of what's going on the scoreboard. Watching Oakland lead 4-3 against Texas. Just a 3 there to close out the regular season. 2-2 here. Montero, did he hold up? He did. Full count. Ground rule double by Wells led it off. Seager struck out. Now 3-2 here to Montero.
This hasn't been unusual tonight. A lot of trips to the mound.
If they're going to do anything in the playoffs, if they do make it, they're going to need C.J. Wilson a heck of a lot sharper than this. Three-two. That's enough to get into the outfield. Wells will hold it third. Borges will get it back in. Here's Angie Mentek with some more in that Texas-Oakland game.
Yeah, you know, you guys were just showing Mike Sosha. Mike Napoli used to play for them. The two of them did not get along, but Napoli helping out Sosha's cause tonight inadvertently. In the 7th inning, Napoli gets his 24th home run of this season over the head of Coco Crisp. It pulls the Rangers to within 1 of the Oakland A's. Again, guys, that's in the 7th inning, so stay tuned.
You bet. Here's a look at the wild card standings. Half game lead for Baltimore. Lost tonight. Yankees won. Oakland winning right now. Tampa Bay, they took out Baltimore earlier this evening. So you can see how important this game is to the Angels. And in the West, Texas playing 3 games against Oakland and only a 2-game lead starting tonight. Take a timeout. Not a surprise to see Mike Sosha come get C.J. Wilson. Pitching chains, looks like Garrett Richards now on for the Angels in this 7-1 Angels lead. Angels here at Safeco Field, first of the final 3 games of the season. Make sure you secure your seat right now to see Felix and the Mariners for next season here at Safeco Field. Gear up fall, the 2013 action with Mariners season tickets. You're going to get great benefits, including guaranteed seat location, big savings off the single game ticket pricing, and much more. So be a part of the action and unforgettable memories with Mariners season tickets by calling 206-346-4001. End of 7 in Oakland, 4-3 A's.
Mariners trying to make a little bit of noise, so we'll have a pitching change. Garrett Richards, hard-throwing right-hander for the Angels, will take over on the mound. C.J. Wilson's night is finished. We'll face Justin Smoke as we look at the numbers for Richards. 47 strikeouts over the 70 and 2/3 innings he has pitched. 34 strikeouts, high number for him. The reason why his ERA is at a 4.71.
for strike one. Two. Didn't like that call.
Smokey, where did the ball there?
Two. Runners hold.
Richards with a good fastball, but he's throwing 3 sliders to Smoke. Haven't seen a fastball yet.
Ball and 2 strikes, 1 out, runners at the corners. You got Wells at third and Montero at first. Hit the other way. Foul. All the teams, American League, at this moment, who do you think's got the best mo going into the playoffs? I'm thinking Oakland might have it. To be honest with
They may. I mean, they're one of the hotter teams, that's for sure.
Unlikely. I don't think there's nobody you can find in the baseball world.
I'll tell you, I just really think that the Tigers are going to make some noise. You take a look at the best records in the American League. I just think you have Cabrera in the year he's had, you have Prince Fielder hitting behind him, and Verlander at the top of your rotation. You get into those short series. I just like their chances.
That's a good call. Third division title under Jim Leland. We're actually talking about his job security for next year. Excuse me. Come on.
I mean, whether he wants to come back or not?
Not him. I know he wants to come back. Come on. Going to college.
Grande, left-hander getting loose for the Angels.
Saw some things online the last couple of weeks. Thought, should he come back? Get out of here. I think they ran down Chicago. Chicago's having a great year. Making a bat by Smoke.
This will be the 8th pitch coming up. Michael Saunders waiting on deck.
One out, 2 on. That's a fair ball down the line. Wells will score. Montero will get to third. And Smoke into second with an RBI double. 7-2 ball game. RBI for Smoke is 51st. Good at bat.
Good hitting, too. This pitch is off the plate away, well off the plate away. And Justin shoots it just inside the bag. Good hitting, hits the ball hard. Pick up an RBI. Let's get a base hit with a runner in scoring position, and now the base hit. They're right back in it.
First multiple hit inning for the Mariners. Smoke's 13th double.
Bring up Michael Saunders. Michael's 0 for 3 in the game.
Ball 1. First run scored for the Mariners since the first inning. It's his 3rd hit here in the 7th inning. Saunders. Runners at second and third.
big lead. The Angels keep their infield back, so Mike will put the ball in play, probably pick up an RBI.
Two and one. Looking back, Looper. Borges can really run. Oh, brother, he caught it.
Been a base hit probably with anybody else out there but Borges. Really cover a lot of ground. Take a look at our McDonald's Supermo. Actually catches it in pretty good shape. Dying Whale. A lot of speed with him in center field. Trout out at left now.
Extraordinary. Usually you're happy to have one really fast guy. They've got two off the chart. Plus fast runners in those two guys.
Yeah, when you have Torrey Hunter and right.
37. He can
not
still
too bad.
motor.
Yeah, well, it's not too bad.
Here's Olivos. Had a good night. Single, double, and a strikeout. 2 for 3. Ball one. 6 men to the plate here in the 7th inning for the Mariners.
Miguel figured he missed with the first pitch, was going to come back with a fastball, and ended up being a slider off the plate away, and he was trying to cheat to get to the fastball. Richards throws 94, 95 miles an hour.
Two outs, 2 on, a 1-1 pitch. Top of the 8th, Hamilton, Beltre, and Cruz coming up for the Rangers. Oakland wins and eliminates the Angels and Tampa Bay. Oakland just had 2 foul pop-ups. Reddick and Cespedes just popped up in foul territory to end the bottom of the 7th in Oakland. 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Miguel Olivo. Second error tonight. Kendrick made an error last inning off the bat of Trayvon Robinson.
Olivo, he hit it hard back up the middle, and Kendrick in good shape to make the backhanded play again off the heel of his glove. His first error was off the heel of the glove, and so was that one. Good look from our McDonald's Supermo. Mike Butcher making a path out to the mound tonight. Another trip for him. Grande, the left-hander, still throwing out in the pen for the Angels. Looks like he's ready to go. Trayvon Robinson, the switch hitter, coming up. Trayvon tonight 0 for 2. He has walked, flew out to right field, and then reached on an error by Kendrick.
Torrey Hunter, we're told, had to leave the game because of lightheadedness. Hence the shift in the outfield. Trout left, Borges in center, Trumbo in right. Second error committed by Howie Kendrick. Keeps this inning alive for the Mariners. Here's Trayvon Robinson. 0 for 2 with a walk. Eighth inning has started down in Oakland. Josh Hamilton leading off for Oakland. It's 4-3 A's over Texas. Oakland win closes the gap to 1 game in the battle for the American League West Division Championship. One to Robinson. Go down at first. And at third, you get Justin Smoke. 1-1 count to Robinson. Makes it for a strike.
Good slider again. That's been his go-to pitch in this inning. His fastball's been hit hard. Justin Smoke with a base hit on it through this fastball. Unbelievable. Hit the ball hard back up the middle as last time on the error, and that was on the fastball.
Jeff Jepson. 1-2. Hit hard. Left field. Foul ball. First out of the inning. Down in Oakland, Josh Hamilton hit one deep to the warning track in left field for the first out against Ryan Cook. Associate directed traffic. Pitch that he wants against Trayvon Robinson from Garrett Richards. 1-2, 2 out, 2 on. And he finds a hole, base hit. Smoke will score, 7-4 ball game. Trayvon Robinson with an RBI, his 12th of the year, his first hit tonight.
Man.
Down the second goes Olivo.
Yeah. Mariners now 3 for 10 with runners in scoring position with this base hit by Trayvon Robinson. He hits it the other way, inside out swing. Finds a hole on the left side. We're going to get a pinch hitter out. Eric Thames will come up and hit for Brendan Ryan. And now they'll bring out Mike Scioscia.
Pitching change. Mariners making this interesting now, 7-4. And a tying run coming to the plate in the person of Eric Thames. Nick Miranda is going to get the call, 7-4 Angels.
Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino, Seattle's premier entertainment, gaming, and dining destination. And by Sterling Bank, life is about the good stuff. Your bank should be too. Visit our new website at bankwithsterling.com. Guys, they had to tear me away because I was actually just talking to Garrett Olson, the former Mariner, stopped by. And he's checking out Safeco Field, kind of from the other side of things. And I'm happy to report we're making an honest man out of it. He is going to be married within the year.
Good deal. Send him our best. Good guy. Thank you, Angie. Nick Morande on now. And Eric Thames was announced. And then Morande was brought in by Mike Scioscia. Eric Wedge counters now with Carlos Trienfeld.
Morande only 5 1/3 innings pitched for the Angels this year, so a recent call up for them. And Trienfeld will get an opportunity to try to drive in a run.
Trienfeld representing the tying run now in the 7-4 ball game. And the right field line, long run for Trumbo. It's out of play.
Mariners down. A little improvement for him. 3 for 10 with runners in scoring position.
Mariners getting a run on an error by Howie Kendrick, an RBI by Smoke, and an RBI by Robinson. Best offense of the inning tonight. Will it sit down? Nope. Line drive right to Trumbo. Hit it hard. They'll do it, but the Mariners do pick up 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, 2 left. 7-4 Angels as we go to the 8th. Good night for Casper Wells, a home run and a ground rule double, 2 for 4, 2 runs scored and an RBI. Mariners have made this a manageable game now as we play the top of the 8th, 7-4. Angels with Hector Noesi continuing. It's he got out of trouble in the 7th inning, got a double play to get him.
He's throwing the ball hard tonight. He's been 95, 96 with his fastball and pretty good slider.
2 strikes to Iannetta, Trout, and Peter Borges.
Trout, one of the big stories in this game. He's waiting on deck. He has 4 hits. Home run away from hitting for the cycle.
2-2. Carlos Trianfeld, shortstop now for the Mariners. Swing, miss. Second strikeout for Noesi. 1 out here in the 8th. This Saturday, Root Sports will bring you a Big Sky football doubleheader. Presented by your local Ford store. Don't miss the Montana Grizzlies taking on Northern Colorado at 12:30 p.m. Then at 4, catch UC Davis and a kickoff against Montana State. All the action here on Root Sports, your new home for Big Sky football. Here's Trout. Double, single, single, and a triple. Driven in 3 runs, 4 for 4. Scored twice. Home run away from the cycle. By a cycle, Sean Figgins against the Rangers. Ground ball, third base. Played nicely by Seager. Throws out Trout. Two outs here in the 8th. Big plans to spend the final afternoon this season here at Safeco Field Wednesday. Mariners taking on these Angels. 3:40 start time. Safeco Insurance Grand Slam Family Package Night. You're going to pick up a ticket, a hot dog, and a Pepsi for as low as $15 for your whole gang. Get your tickets. Big savings. Mariners.com/specials.
Bring up Peter Borges. Borges came on to the game. Torrey Hunter had to leave. Was having some dizziness. So Borges came in. He'll get his first at bat unless he throws a fastball by him at 95 miles an hour.
Forget your schedules may show night game for Wednesday, but it's about a month ago it's changed to an afternoon tilt, 3:40. Final game, number 162. Unless they thought he had a K. Young, Murphy, and Napoli due up in the top of the 9th for the Rangers. That misses. Outside 2-2. Oakland holding off Texas 4-3. Grant Balfour getting ready to come in. An Oakland win would put them 1 game behind the first place Rangers. 2-2.
Wesley, after getting ahead with the fastball, has gone to a slider and missed off the plate away. Albert Pujols waiting on deck. He's had a good day, 2 for 4 with a double. Good fastball on the outside corner.
Had him and lost him. Pujols a chance to swing the bat here in the 8th. 2 outs, 1 on. 2-hit night for Albert. RBI in the first on a double. And a base hit against Josh Kenny in the 6th. Wesley, the third pitcher tonight, Felix Hernandez, final start of 2012, didn't have it. 5 1/3, 12 hits, 7 runs all earned, 3 walks and 7 Ks. Kenny pitched an inning at 2/3, and the rest has been no Wesley.
The Angels up 3 runs. I wouldn't be surprised if Borges takes off in the first couple of pitches and tries to get down to second base.
That's a balk. Bob Davidson at second base. Walking Bob Davidson as Borges down to second. He is the foremost sheriff of the block in Major League Baseball.
We'll take a look at it. I didn't see anything there.
A's will clinch a postseason berth. They close out this 4-3 lead they have at the top of the ninth at home against the Rangers.
Albert, you're fanning!
7-4 Angels. Ball 1 to Pujols.
It'll be interesting. The Rangers, if the A's hold on tonight. 2 games ago, a 1-game lead.
Hey, man.
I guarantee you they're feeling a lot of pressure. There's a good fastball in the outside corner again from the Wessie.
Rangers, well, that was their biggest lead, 10?
I'm not sure if it was. Yeah, probably.
I think it was around 10. Foul back. Dodgers win 3-2 walk-off single. Giants. Their second baseman made an error. And Dodgers win a ball game. Let's see, as I page back through my book, August 14th, Texas by 6 over Oakland. Yeah, so it looks like 110. 10 might have been a little much, but nonetheless, it was a semi-comfortable lead. 1-2 pitch here. Albert. See the ball down to Seager. We'll throw Albert. That'll do it. Home 8th coming up. See what happens here. Top of the order. Down by 3. It's the high school football game of the week. Don't miss the Curtis Vikings taking on the Spanaway Lake Sentinels. Comes up Thursday at 7 p.m. Catch your local and your favorite teams in action every Thursday this fall on Root Sports. Line drive, left field. Good start for the Mariners. Off the bat of Dustin Ackley. Ackley with his second hit, first hit to the outfield. And Mike, as we were finishing up that last inning, Texas had a 9-game lead on then third place Oakland back in July 13th.
Wow.
And now Grant Balfour is 1 out away from closing out Texas. Mike Scioscia making a pitching change. 7-4 Angels.
ask an update on the NL wild card standings for you. Dodgers have to win tonight to have a chance at the second season. In the bottom of the ninth, the bases are loaded in a tie game, and the Dodgers keep their postseason hopes alive. So the Dodgers 2 back with 2 to play, and something that they have going for them. They win at 3-2 the final over the Giants. That the Cards are playing the Reds right now, and that the Reds are trying to get the best winning percentage in the National League against the Washington Nationals. Guys, lots of things going down the stretch here fighting for.
I love it. These last couple of days in the Major League pennant races, A's are trying to close out the Texas Rangers right now. And look at Washington. And they had the tiebreaker against Cincinnati. Giants just lost to the Dodgers. The playoffs are starting right now to be the Cardinals and the Braves. The winner of that game taking on Washington, the Giants would play at Cincinnati. Boy, good stuff coming down.
A lot of things are going to change in the next day or two.
Oh, I love it. Grant Balfour pitching to Napoli in Oakland right now with 2 outs. New pitcher Kevin Jepson changed his number since we saw him last. He was wearing 65 last year. Oakland just won it, and they clinch a playoff berth. 9 games out, and the Angels, they're done. And the Rangers, the lead is only 1. Oakland, back on July 13th, I was just checking my book, was in 3rd place, 9 games back, and now they're in the playoffs.
You look at the Rangers, and man, it's going to be tight. They're the ones that are feeling all the pressure too. I mean, we just came from Oakland. They're about as loose as it gets. They're really playing well.
1 game back in the American League West. Mike Socha, I don't know if he has seen it yet, but his playoff hopes are done.
Could be a tough matchup for the A's tomorrow. Matt Harrison's going for Texas against Travis Blackley.
I don't know if we're talking around Washington. Harrison has been their guy all year.
Mariners certainly aware of that. He's been tough on the Mariners this year.
Was that the game last week when we saw him last? He left him. That's right. That was our game. He left him in there. You can see the infield. Come on, he still got it. Skip, let him pitch, and he pitched out of the 8th inning. I think it was a game the Mariners eventually won by a run. Way outside. So there it is. Now the Angels know they can check the scoreboard. It's shown Oakland 4, Texas 3, final. And Mike looks like he's seen it. They're done. Grant Balfour closing it out against Mike Napoli. The Rangers lead in the West 1 game. Wells is gone. Wonder if the A's now draw some fans.
Well,
right?
the crowd though.
They were into it yesterday.
Yesterday, it wasn't bad. Yesterday, beautiful day down there. It was a pretty good crowd, I would think, with the Rangers in town. With everything at stake, that they would have a decent crowd there tonight.
Oakland in this conversation now for best record in the American League.
Hey.
Wow.
Baltimore and Oakland.
Nobody had him, baby. Nobody. And you're right about the A's. Very loose, right?
Very loose.
Having some fun. And I think, don't they have the most walk-off wins in the American League, if not baseball?
Well, they were right there with Baltimore. The 2 teams that nobody picked are both right there at 1-2.
Big hugs watching the coaching staff. A lot of good guys in that crew. Ty Waller, Mike Gallego, Bob Melvin. 0-2 to Seager. Oakland Athletics in the playoffs. And with a chance to win the division 2 games to go.
You never know what can happen, and you end up with the best record.
That is mind-blowing, isn't it?
It really is.
0-2. Ground ball to Kendricks. Had a tough night. Turns a double play here, though. The Mariners are done in the 8th. 9th inning coming up, 7-4 Angels. Ninth inning here at Safeco Field. Angels just found out minutes ago that they've been eliminated from playoff competition, with the Oakland Athletics taking out the Texas Rangers. Trienfeld throws out Morales, one down. So with that result in the book, this new scenario, the A's have the tiebreaker over Baltimore. So if the playoffs started right now, the A's would host that wild card game. It would make the Yankees, give them the best record, because they have the tiebreaker over Texas. So the wild card would then play in New York and Detroit at Texas. Good matchups.
And even looking at that after tonight, with just 2 games to go, the only thing there that is for sure is the Tigers.
You're right.
The rest of it can all change.
That's right, because Texas now just a 1-game lead. 2 games to play head-to-head these next 2 nights.
And New York a 1-game lead on Baltimore.
Yeah. Espo fouls one away, 0-2. And Oakland Athletics have reached the playoffs. Josh Reddick, 32 home runs. Two and two.
And Wesley getting ahead again with the fastball and comes back with 3 changeups. And missing with them all. 3-2 count now. Trumbo waits on deck.
Pitch up in his eyes. Grounds out. 2 outs. Follow the Mariners with the MLB.com at Bat12 app for your iPhone, iPad, Android, BlackBerry, and Windows Mobile. Get live audio, pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. Text it back to 31826 or visit Mariners.com for details. The Oakland Athletics, what a story. 2 outs. It's Trumbo. Punches this one right field. Coming on Wells, can't get it. Base hit. Second hit tonight for Trumbo. Got a base hit and RBI back in the first inning. 2 out base runner here in the 9th. Bring up Howie Kendrick. Pinch runner. And it's Cole Calhoun. Calhoun, early in the year, made an unbelievable catch here. I think it was in right field. Came in a late game situation. First pitch to Kendrick. Out back.
Wesley, this is his third inning of work. As you look at Kendrick, perfect night, 3 for 3. But Wes is throwing the ball well tonight. Again, coming out of the bullpen.
Maybe long man is where he should be.
Nesto Frieri, hard throwing right-hander for the Angels, getting loose in their pen.
Well, he's been murdered on the Mariners.
Well, Montero, Smoke, and Saunders coming up in the bottom of the ninth.
So the A's are in. You know, they're pesky as all heck. They get just enough offense. Their bullpen's good. The starters are good. One of those teams, you better put them away, because if they hang around getting late inning situation, they've been, you know, they show a propensity to get some big long ball hits to win games. Hit well right field. Wells over his head. One hop off the fence. Calhoun to third. And into second with an RBI double. The ball gets away from Olivo. Down to third goes Kendrick. Throw down to third. Safe. And that kind of a night.
Like they had a chance to get Calhoun at the plate. Trienfeld has a great arm, but it was a tough hop that he gave Olivo. If he'd have thrown it to him in the air, they would have been able to get him, I think. Really good night for Kendrick. 4 for 4. Strange night for him. He's also made a couple of errors.
He gets an RBI double. Takes third on the E6. Calhoun scoring from first. 8-4 Angels. It's Tourist the hitter. Both teams have made 2 errors apiece. 1-1 pitch here.
Time the Angels. 16 hits in the game. Jordan Walden joining Frieri. It's no longer a save situation.
2-2. Fouled off. Off the fist. Trienfeld throws out is Tourist. Another run for the Angels. They've got an 8-4 lead. Last licks for the Mariners. Frieri's going to take over. Got Montero, Smoke, and Saunders coming up.
somehow, some way, the Mariners have to find a way to get 4 runs, and they just have 3 outs to do it. Hi, everybody. Angie Mentink here at the Ford Sports Desk. Coming up on Mariners postgame, we're going to have that celebration from down in Oakland with their victory over the Texas Rangers. We'll let you see the last out of that game. Also, we will try to go into the clubhouse, the Mariners, but also over to the Angels side and hear from Mike Scioscia on the Angels' elimination from postseason contention. And also, I want to remind you that we will have the skipper, not the skipper, the general manager, Jack Zarenzik, on the pregame show tomorrow. I'm sure that there are questions that you would like to hear him answer. What's the future of smoke? What are the answers? What have they figured out this season, Brad Adam? We'll ask him that stuff tomorrow on Mariners pregame starting at 6:30. Let's get you back upstairs. Dave?
All right, Angie, thank you. Tough customer to deal with here in Ernesto Frieri.
79 strikeouts over the 53 in a third innings he has pitched this year. Opponent's average just 142. Mariners certainly familiar with him. He throws a fastball, throws a lot of them. He'll be 95, 96 miles an hour.
Montero tonight. Base hit last time up, run scored. 1 for 4. Breaking ball, popped to left. Trout's under. 1 down. Let's check out our Sterling Bank. Nobody works harder for you. And let's take you back to the second inning. Base hit to right field by Mike Trout.
Casper Wells getting an opportunity to throw somebody out, and he does just that. Throws a strike into second base to nail Trout as he tries to stretch it into a double. Just able to get him as Ackley puts the tag on Trout. Justin Smoke with a base hit. He had a double his last time up. Justin 1 for 2. Walked a couple of times. Driven in a run and scored a run for the Mariners.
Two-no count. High pop. Cole Calhoun. Calling off Howie Kendrick. 2 outs.
That was another good swing by Justin Smoke. He just missed hitting that ball out. Skying it to right, but a good aggressive swing and a 2-0 count. Bring up Michael Saunders. Michael trying to check in tonight. He's 0 for 4. A couple of flyouts, 2 ground outs from Michael.
Two outs, nobody on. Pitch from Frieri. Out back. Oh, 1. Play 0-2. Struck him out. That's your ball game. 8-4 Angels. And one of the big stories of this game, the Angels jumping all over Felix Hernandez, chasing him in 5 1/3. Mike Trout had a big night, going 4 for 5, knocked in 3. All Angels, but they're eliminated from playoff contention with the Athletics win against the Texas Rangers just a few minutes ago.
Not a good night for Felix Hernandez. Tough way to finish his year. What a great year it was for Felix. So a lot of really good things happening for him. This just wasn't one of them tonight. And the Angels, even though they win, are eliminated. Be interesting to hear what Mike Scioscia has to say about that after the game.
You bet. 8-4. And the Mariners now 1-7 here at home against the Angels here in Safeco Field. That's the story. And game one of the final 3-game set of the 2012 season. Here's Angie Mente.
Guys, isn't it interesting to watch the Angels after this game? Because perhaps if this game would have ended 15 or 20 minutes ago, they would be jumping up and down because their playoff hopes would still be alive, because the A's hadn't beaten the Texas Rangers yet. And I say yet. In the first inning of this game between the A's and the Rangers, Josh Reddick belts a single out to center field. That plates Coco Chris for Reddick's 84th RBI this season. Down by 1 in the fourth, Michael Young just getting into one, drills a solo shot to right center field. That's his 8th of the season, and that ties up the game at 2. Still tied at 2 in the 5th. Coco Chris Russo double into left center field. That scores Adam Rosales. And then down by 2 in the 7th, Mike Napoli. Look at this shot into center field over Coco Chris. That's his 24th blast of the year. And then Mike Napoli with one more chance in the 9th, but he cannot repeat what he did in the 7th. He goes down swinging, and the A's clinch a playoff spot. Final from the Bay Area 4-3. And again, these Athletics not thinking about the wild card. They're thinking about winning the West. And if they win out against the Texas Rangers, that's exactly what $74-88. That's what the A's were last year. The Mariners this season, even with the loss, $73-87. I bring it up because things can quickly turn around. Tonight, though, they fall 8-4 the final.